Alright, since the Raven Guard DLC also dropped a bunch of Raven Guard Successor Chapters, two of which I actually covered in my Successor Chapter videos, now I have to go back and review some of my older Successor Chapter videos because I wanted to do more Blood Raven, or not Blood Ravens, Blood Angels. I just wasn't sure if I was going to make a video that already covered a Successor Chapter from Blood Angels. I know that I got a comment wanting to do Imperial Fists. So Imperial Fists, since they're so old, you would think that they would have a lot of material to work with, especially for their successor chapters. But their two well-known successor chapters are the Black Templars and the Crimson Fists. And Crimson Fists is actually a pretty easy one. All you do is you just make an Ultramarine, just like this guy, and then you paint the gauntlets red, and then you have an a Crimson Fist. Not a whole lot going on there, so I figured I probably would just skip that. And then there's a whole bunch of other successor chapters I can't cover because they don't have color schemes. There's no heraldry. There's no descriptions of what the heraldry is like. Doesn't tell me what their Imperialis is colored. Doesn't tell me what their pauldron is colored, what their iconography is. Not even their base colors. So I can't really cover Imperial Fist just yet until I can find some better source material. So for now, what I will do is cover Iron Hands. Iron Hands actually does have some successor chapters we can cover, including one in today's video. I wanted to post this up on Saturday, but I was a little busy trying to get the rest of my ordeals unlocked, because as you can see on my Raven Guard here, he actually has the armor piece I was working on, which is you see on his arm with that little tilt shield, because that tilt shield actually looks pretty good, and it comes in a set. And for those of you that don't know, ordeals are challenges that you can complete throughout the game, including Titus's story. You complete these, and then you get these points right here, and you use those points. I think they're just called research points, to go into the research center. So each of these categories here, so Adeptus Astartes, Forces of the Imperium, Tyranids, Forces of Chaos. These four here each have their own set of rewards. As you can see, I fully unlocked Forces of the Imperium because of the final reward here, which I really liked, are these gauntlets, Inquisition Insignia. Now let's get on to the successor chapter video for this, the successor chapter for this video. And we're going to start on the Vanguard. So I already have it done on Tactical Marine. I already have the Tactical Marine done up. Actually, it looks not too bad. So I think what we'll do is try it on the Vanguard. As you can see, I got a nice looking Raven Guard Vanguard, which I think works perfectly. I think Vanguard is the best class suited apart from Assault Marine to have Raven Guard plastered all over them, just because, you know, these guys are quick and agile, very stealthy, you know, they like the knives and all that. So Vanguard and Assault are the two premier classes to use for anything Raven Guard related. I really like the way my Raven Guard looks. And then just to quickly show you the armor pieces. So the one that you see here that I unlocked with the ordeal, so this actually comes as a set. So here is the other one, Inquisition Insignia. So both of these gauntlets here actually come as a set from that ordeal challenge. So it's not just this this gauntlet piece that you unlock, you actually unlock this one too as part of it. So it's a set. So it's actually pretty cool. Now you may or may not need DLC items. Well, we'll see. The heraldry itself is pretty simple. It's just silver and gold, so no DLC is required. Although if you want a good silver, Doom Eagles actually offers a good silver, the Lead Belcher silver, but again, that's Doom Eagles. They're part of the Ultramarines champion pack, so you will need that. And just to make it easy, since this guy uses does not use the standard Imperialis, we'll just give him the Raven Guard chest piece. That way you can clearly see the silver that's being used for it, or the gold that's being used for it, just so you can clearly see what the Imperialis looks like with the appropriate colors. And then all you got to do is just add gauntlets, arms, and legs. So it's pretty simple. Actually, one more thing, because this guy is not wearing the proper helmet that I want him to, because we will need to change the lens color. All right, starting from the top. Oh wait, I didn't get the helmet. Let me get that helmet really quick, because we do need to change the lens color. So the lens color, it's up to you if you want to use Everland Sunset or Liberator Gold. You just need a kind of like a yellowish goldish tint. So it's up to you if you want to use either. I'm just going to go with Liberator Gold. And then that's it right there for the helmet. That's all you need. If the pack is black, which it is for Doom Eagles, since that is part of their scheme, just change that to the silver that you want. You can use whatever silver that you want. I chose Lead Belcher just because, again, the source material states it's supposed to be a gray-blue or grayish-bluish color, We do not have that kind of shade available. You could argue maybe Mechanicus Gray has kind of that blue tint to it. I can kind of see it, although it's too matted, and I kind of like the shinier look of a silver. So we'll just go with that lead belcher. Okay, so for the Imperialis, for the chest piece, it said gold. So we actually do have a gold. We have gold and we have Liberator gold. I am just going to go with gold. Now for the pauldrons, there's two different variations of the pauldrons. You can keep the pauldron color as is, as well as the trim piece, or we can go the other version, having the primary color on the pauldron piece be black, and then the outer piece you can actually leave that silver, or you can go with the alternative, which is gold. Now for the emblem, we don't have their iconography available. No, wait. We do have it available. It's just slightly different, and it actually is a fist, just without the circle and all that. So you can actually use the Imperial Fist icon, their iconography. All you got to do is just keep the outer. So the color of the fist is gold. We don't have gold as a secondary color, so just pick like a yellow or an orange or an Everland Sunset, just something that kind of gives off that brighter yellow color. So I think for this one I might just go with orange. It looks fine. And then for that inner color, that secondary color, just match it to your pauldron piece, which I think I matched it with known oil. I don't think is available for me, so I'll just color that black. So for the right pauldron, you can actually use close support or battle line or any of these standard icons. That's actually pretty neat. I'll just go with veteran honor. Just fiddle around with the colors, see which one needs to be changed. So this one, I'll change that to orange. The laurels, I think I'll leave the laurels and the fist black, because if I change those to orange as well, they're obviously going to get hidden from the contrast. And then I'll just change that pauldron piece to that black as well. I think I used known oil. I just like that matted look. And then for the last major color are the gauntlets. So for the gauntlets, we don't have access to gold, but we do have access to Liberator gold. So you're just going to change the gauntlets colors to Liberator gold. And then one final piece, nice little cherry on top for the left knee. Pick one of the squad markings. So for this one, you will need the Raven Guard DLC pack. The Raven Guard DLC pack will give you all these squad markings, and then from here kind of pick what you want. I'm gonna go with 4th squad. I also noticed too, you can actually color the kneecap a solid color, which is actually pretty cool. What I will do is color it black and then color the icon Liberator gold. We actually do have access to Liberator gold, don't we? Oh no, wait, no, that's for the primary color. So for this one, we'll just do the orange. And there you have it. The Iron Fist Successor Chapters of Successor Chapter of the Iron Hands. It's actually a pretty cool looking design. I picked it out just because of how simple it is, but I also like the fact that this is actually my first time working with gold outside of using it as a trim piece. I don't necessarily like the idea of having a whole armor set colored in Liberator gold. I know I've seen a couple players running around and it looks a little weird, but in this case, being that they're called Iron Fists, obviously you look at my my source material, he's also has a pair of, well, he's not wearing gauntlets, but I mean, still his wraps are yellow. But it is a pretty neat looking set of armor. Now, when you go and start decking him out, he actually looks pretty cool. So we'll put him into, this is the standard I have for my Grey Knight. Here's just another armor variant. Here's my Raven Guard. Because I have it, I may as well use it. And you can actually like the fact that the trim, or it's very accented with the silver. So it actually looks pretty cool. It looks really cool, actually. I love the way that looks. Let's see. Let's change the pauldron. This is the only thing I don't like about the Vanguard. The Vanguard doesn't have very good pauldron options to choose from. This one you can't color, which is a shame. Let's just keep what I have currently available. Let's see. I have the Dark Angels pauldron piece here. Let's just pick this, and then we'll just change that helmet. Here's my interpretation of an Iron Fist on a Vanguard, and here it is. A little bit more bling. Oh, I just remembered the Vanguard. Let's go back here and give him that little piece. Since I don't have access to the source material, here you can actually kind of play around with the look. And I chose to do this, so I actually have all these markings available. This here is the newest pattern available to us, but again, to access this specific stripe here, which just colors back here to the back of the helmet on this little whatever this is supposed to be here, that is Raven Guard DLC. So you will need the Raven Guard DLC to access this. And then, of course, you gotta unlock it. So we'll use this one. This pattern piece right here for the faceplate was part of the Dark Angels DLC pack. I'm gonna change that to Liberator Gold. All right, there you go. Now he looks a little bit better. He looks more like a veteran Iron Fist. Alright, back to the Tactical Marine. Again, as you can see, when you start putting regalia pieces on and putting on some of the more intricately designed armor pieces, it actually comes out even better. And again, I've always said it before, the Tactical Marine has the best pauldron pieces available because of how intricately designed they are and how over the top they are and how bulky they are. And we can actually just put on this one here. Like, look at that. I love how, like, look at the pauldron pieces for the Tactical Marine. Like, look how vastly different they are from every other pauldron piece as opposed to the Vanguard. This is why I love the Tactical Marines armor choices. And then obviously, you know, the Heavy has the best choices of armor pieces. Alright, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will make sure to post the next Warhammer video on Saturday, hopefully without any kind of interruptions. Again, the Raven Guard DLC kind of threw me off for a bit, considering I was going to do Raptors next, and then what do you know, Raptors are now part of the game, so that is pretty neat. Kind of killed the research and the time I was going to put into making that video, so you know, it is whatever. But yeah, we'll just do Iron Hands. Hopefully we have more than enough time before the next update drops. I doubt Iron Hands is going to see anything anytime soon. I don't think Iron Hands is going to see anything at all. So I think it's a safe bet that I can actually work on them. So until then, we'll guys see you on Saturday with the next Successor Chapter video for Iron Hands. So thanks for watching. Bye.